All right, everybody. Scott Pierce here at Listings to Leads. We're going to be getting started here in a minute. And so let me know that we are good to go. We're going to be going over for the most part, the idea of doing cash offers, right? Where kind of similar to FSBOs, right? With the FSBO, we offer them a free set of marketing tools, knowing 90% of them, 95% of them are going to end up listing with a real estate agent. Cash offers are very similar, where we want to give people. In fact, I'll tell you what's interesting though. Let me ask you, guess how many people. Oh, and hold on one second. Let me know that we're good. Let me know that you can see me and hear me. I think you can. It says I'm live, but I just saw a weird little message. So let me know that we're good. Let me know that you can see me and hear me. But assuming you can, so go ahead and let me know. Say yes that we're good to go. Whoa, Jason. All right, Jason says you're good. Hey, Jason, do me a favor. Request access to the mastermind group again. I think when you came through the first time, it got deleted somehow. For some reason, I just remember your name having requested access to our mastermind group. So Jason Coffee, go ahead and request again if you weren't allowed in, or just not that you weren't allowed in, but that you didn't get in, and we'll make sure that you get in there. So anyways, I was going to say, how many people, anybody here have an idea, how many people accepted an all cash offer? So this could be from Open Door. This could be from an investor. This could be just from, regularly selling your home, and one of the offers coming in as a cash offer. So how many do you think? I did some research on it this morning and I was shocked. I didn't completely independently verify it, but the number I got was over 1 million home sales last year. So almost 30%. 30% were cash offers, which I was like, wow, that surprised me a little bit. I didn't expect it to be that high, but I thought that was kind of interesting. All right, how many people here have a pending or a sold listing in the last 2 to 3 months? Anybody here, either as the buyer's agent, so your buyer is either in contract, or your buyer bought a property recently, you're the listing agent, you sold a property in the last 2 to 3 months, or you're currently in escrow as a listing agent? Mary, awesome. Okay. Dawn, Dawn, good to see you. Awesome, good to see you, Dawn. Dawn was, oh my God, Dawn, you've been a client for like what, 10 years, maybe longer. Leveraging pending and sold listings with cash offers is awesome. I'm going to be showing you a Facebook ad that is doing really great for a client that you can take and use it. I'm going to be showing you the Google ads that are working really well. I'm going to show you the e-flyers that we've got. I'll show you the print flyer. So for example, if you've got an open house and you wanted to have a print flyer with a QR code going to the iBuyer landing page. So as people are coming through, right, that's one of the big things that we talk about with open houses, amongst a lot of other things, is having some of these PDF guides that we've got, right? And for example, I got the 100-point home marketing plan, but we've got an iBuyer cash offer flyer, and a lot of other great ones as well that you could use. So yeah, Don says yes. So yeah, Don, like over a decade. Goodness gracious. We are growing together, I hope. So with that, let me show you first. So the first thing I'm going to do, and there's a lot in here. Okay. There's a lot in here related to cash offers. Before we get to any of that, when you log into Listings to Leads, I'm only going to be on this for a minute. So if you need more help with this later, get into the mastermind group. But we dropped 2 emails, and we're going to be coming out with some images and videos since 2012. Yeah, Dawn's been with us since like 2012. I think you're right. Yeah, I'm going to have to get a 5-star review from you maybe. And Tia, I mean, my gosh, Tia, and I'm probably going to butcher your name, Marcosi. Tia, you've been a client for a long time too, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure, Tia, you've been a client for a long time also. every so often I'll see somebody, they reactivate their account, and I'll see the initial activation or the initial sign up was like 2011, 2012, 2014. I'm like, my God, over a decade. But regardless, let's get to it. We dropped 2 emails, and these are phenomenal. Okay, these are phenomenal. One is for your seller leads, and one is for your buyer leads. So seller leads, homeowners in your area. And we dropped them yesterday. I mentioned it in the mastermind group, and it's regarding the fact that rates have dropped to under 6%. And the reason why these emails are so powerful is because they automatically link for the sellers to your branded 100-point home marketing plan, for the buyers to a price reduced landing page. So you can see the email, you can edit it, whatever you want to do, pop it into AI and say, hey, make this local for my area in Folsom, California. Boom, you're done. The most important part of the whole thing is the call to action and the links. So for the buyers here, it says to help you get we're letting them know, right? For the first time in a long time, buyers have a double win, more options and for homes and better payments. The catch is that when more buyers notice rates dipping into the 5% range, the spring market can get competitive. To help you get ahead of the rush, here are 2 smart next steps. Review homes that recently came off the market in the last 1 to 6 months. So these are expired listings. And again, if you don't want to make that offer, just change it. But that's a very powerful offer, because we want to show buyers that, because anybody can go to Zillow, anybody can go and get on a list of homes for sale, but not a lot of people are offering to say, hey, look, I can actually find some of these homes that were listed, they didn't sell, and we may be able to go in there and get a really good deal for you off market. All right. So again, that's kind of the angle for that first one right there. Then the second one is get the latest price reduced homes in our local market. Here's the link. And that link is active to so when I click on preview, the link is active. So you can click it and it's going to go to your price reduced landing page. You can, if you want to send it from your CRM, the easiest thing to do is just copy the text. And if you want to copy your signature from Listings to Leads here as well, just copy it, drop it into your CRM, get it out in like 10 seconds. It's super, super quick and easy. I'll come back to this in a minute. That's our school classroom. The one for the sellers, so that's buyer, and then the one for the seller. And when I mouse over it, you can see the little purple pop-up will show you who it's for. And so here's one for the seller. And so again, it's going to pop up into the editor. And for the seller, what we're doing, again, we're letting them know rates have just dropped below 6%. And why does it matter, right? Why does this matter for homeowners? Well, it matters because as the rates are going down, there's going to be more buyers potentially coming into the market. All right, that 6% psychological rate, right, going from 6 to 5 for the first time since September 2022, right, in almost like 3 years. So we're going to offer them the ultimate guide to selling your home and a custom 100-point home marketing plan. That is just when you add the property to your Listings to Leads account, a status listing presentation, and then you can create both the online flip book and the printable marketing plan, right? Featuring their home on the cover, their name, their address on the cover. And it's when you get that in front of homeowners, in front of potential home sellers, you're going to get more listings. We've had people get listings from this right here, sending it to their database. So I really implore you to get this out, get the one for the buyers to your buyers, get the ones to your sellers and homeowners to those people, either through Listings to Leads or through your CRM. Let me just show you if I click on preview. So here's edit. And while you're under edit, I can select, for example, send us all the seller leads in my Listings to Leads account. I can schedule or send, and then I can also click preview. And you can see here, they can click either one of those links and they're going to go to so this will be your picture branded to you. I don't know why that keeps coming up. That is so weird. right? It's branded to you, your introduction, right? It's absolutely awesome. Look at this. And it's interactive. They can click the links, they can scan the QR codes, and the offer is to create a custom one. So they can see, I mean, they're going to, like I said, people have literally gotten come list me calls from these emails. They've gotten listing presentations from these emails because when a homeowner who's thinking about selling, they see that. And then sometimes they'll reply back and say, oh, can I see what it looks like for my home? And again, you just go into listings to leads, go to listings, and I promise you in under a minute, we're going to get into the cash offer. So I'm really excited to show you that. Just go to add listing manual, status, listing presentation, right? Add their name, email, street address, city, state, zip. That's all you got to do. Hit save and add photos, add a photo of their home, and just click through. So that should take you like 60 seconds. You can find their home on Zillow. You can find a picture of their home on Google Earth or Google Maps. Run it through ChatGPT or Gemini and ask them to clean it up. So you got a beautiful real estate marketing photo. In the mastermind group, I actually got a post on how to do that. So if you need that, get into the mastermind group and ask for it, and I'll tag you on that post. And then it's going to generate, and you're going to have in like 2 minutes a custom marketing plan just like this one that you can send via text, you can send via email, you can print it and door knock, you can print it and mail it to them, whatever you want. So yes, this is being recorded. And Tia, yeah, I'm going to get you my review link as well. Both of you would love to get. I love our old clients, our long time. How's that sound better? Our long time clients. And then the last thing I'm going to mention, just in passing, any of you doing probate, get into the mastermind group. So I did a presentation here. I just have to show you because I know we've had some people that have been asking me about this for a while. The 100-point home marketing plan to get your Northern California home in probate sold. So I'm not going to take up time today because we got a lot to cover. And so again, I asked at the beginning of this call, who here, either as the buyer's agent or the seller's agent, the listing agent or the listing or the selling agent, right, has a pending or recently sold listing? And quite a few of you said yes. So check this out. And if you're the buyer's agent, just add the listing to your account, get a photo next time you're there for an inspection, or if it's something that's sold, just go by, take a photo in the next few days or later today. Wait till it's nice weather and you got good lighting to get. All you need is one photo. All right, you don't need a whole bunch. And don't go taking the listing agent's photos. I don't want you getting into trouble. So let me show you. I've got a pending listing right here. I'm going to click market listing, and I'm going to click Facebook and Instagram ads. So this could be sold 3 months ago. This could be just sold a day ago. This could be a pending listing. I could be the listing agent. I could be the selling agent. And I'm going to show you a couple of current examples first, and then I'm going to show you how to do this. It's so awesome. And you can steal, if you are so inclined, I'm going to put the link right here. Oh, that is awesome. I love that. Yeah, that is awesome. And Susan, you've been a client for quite a while. So I put the link to this. So you can click this, come back to me, look at this later. But if you want to save the link, or again, get into the mastermind group and just ask me for it. From this link, there's a blue show ad button up here in the kind of the upper right. So click that show ad, and then it is going to scroll down, use like 2 or 3 or 4 posts down, sometimes a little more. There we go. So here's that ad. So check this out. So and there's 2 of them that we're going to take a look at, and then we're going to go ahead and do it. So it says 145 Main Street in Rockland is pending sale. We still have 8 buyers actively looking to buy a home in or near Rockland. What price would make it worth taking a look at an offer for your home? If you own a 3 to 4 bedroom home in Rockland, tap learn more and tell me your magic number. Even a range is fine. no pressure or obligation. So it's a bit of a golden letter type of ad, but check this out. When they click it, look at this. Get your home's value and instant cash offer options. What I'm trying to tell you here is I can turn any ad for sellers into a cash offer lead gen opportunity. Make sense? So let me know. Boom. See how and then this next question right here. See how my 100-point home marketing plan works for your home. Oh, yeah. And customized for my home while you're at it. And then the third question, what is the magic number for your home? No obligation. I'll put 4 million, right? Whatever. Continue, name, email, phone number, continue. They're going to go to the property website and you're going to get a lead. And we find anywhere from 10 to 30% of the people are going to say yes to 2 or 3 of those questions. So you're going to get, and sometimes it's way more. Sometimes it can be 30, 40% of the people will say yes to the cash offer. They'll say yes to the 100-point home marketing plan. So, anywhere from 10 to 40% are going to say yes to 2 to 3 of those questions. Absolutely phenomenal. I'm going to show you this one right here, because this is a little bit more in line with the cash offer. And oh, wow, Joanne, that's awesome. Yeah, you guys need to get into the mastermind group. All right. You got to share this stuff with me and everybody else. This is awesome. So I'm going to put the link to this one here too. And, again, click on the link, come right back here, because I have to explain it to you. And then later, and again, get into the mastermind group, ask me for these links if you need to, because you can just copy, paste, and edit as needed. So I'm going to scroll down. It used to be like the second or third post. Now it's like the fourth or fifth. All right, check this one out. Hold on one second. So here's the ad. Look at that. Another home pending in Rockland. Cash offer, and I'm reading the image. Cash offer versus 100+ point marketing plan. So that's the image. The text says, another home just went pending in Rockland. Thinking of selling in the next 1 to 6 months? Compare 2 options, no obligation, fast cash offer proposal, sell for more estimate with my 100+ point home plan. Local agent, real numbers, no pressure. So that's the text right there. You click, and again, get your home's value and instant cash offer. Ooh, let me know. See how my 100-point home marketing plan works for your home? Definitely, please. And then I also got, in this time, right, I've got a different third question, because we got like over 20 you can select from. See how AI can help you sell faster for top dollar. Oh, yeah. Who wouldn't be interested in that? Name, email, and phone number. So now, whether the lead information goes to my CRM, all right, if it's going to Lofty, it's going to Bold, it's going to Follow Up Boss, whatever, or, listings to leads, the email notification that I get is going to tell me, hey, this, Scott Pierce said, it'll show the question. So it'll say, do you want to cash, it'll say cash offer, or I'm sorry, get your home's value plus instant cash offer option. Scott said, yes. See how my 100-point home marketing plan works for your home? Scott said, yes. See how AI can help you get more money for your home, or however that was phrased exactly? Scott said, yes. The beautiful thing about this now is, in my follow-up, now, instead of just calling up and saying, hey, thanks for clicking my ad. Are you thinking about selling? Yada, yada, yada. Right? Because when you typically do an ad and you only get name, email, and phone number, you don't have a lot to go on. You don't have a lot to sink your teeth into or hang your hat on. Now, right, if they say yes to, even if they only say yes to one of them, now I've got a lot more to go off of as far as tailoring my follow-up. And so to be able to ask this question, right, get your home's value and instant cash offer options. All right. Now in my follow-up, right, Dawn clicks on my ad. She says yes to that. I'm going to get a hold of Dawn and I'm going to say something to the effect of, hey, Dawn, thank you so much for, oh my God, What is up with this? I don't know why that thing keeps popping up out of like nowhere. Weirdest thing ever. Back to what I was saying. So now when I follow up with a lead, all right, like Dawn, let's just say for example, I'm going to mention, hey, thank you for clicking on the ad related to that pending listing that we've got. We're representing the buyer, and we got more buyers looking for homes in the Rockland area. Or I'm the listing agent, and my 100-point home marketing plan has gotten 5,000 views, and we've got more buyers looking for homes in Rockland. What's the address for your home so that I can get you the cash offer options? And I also saw that you're interested in seeing how AI can help you sell faster for top dollar, right? So now I'm able to customize and be much more on point with what they're interested in, what they want more information about, instead of just this kind of general lackadaisical follow-up. Make sense? I really want you to get that in your, to internalize that, because for both the buyer leads, buyer ads, and the seller ads, we get over 20 different questions you can select from. And so that's what I want to show you right now, because when you're comfortable with these questions, your follow-up is going to be amazing. And this is true for any of these ads. Today, we're just talking about cash offer, but this is applicable for any ad through listings to leads. So give me a quick yes, thumbs up, or whatever that you're on board with how cool this is. So when you go to do an ad for your pending or sold listing, all right, first of all, just come in here, and I'm going to see if I can click on that link. Oh yeah, very nice. So I'm going to click on the link like you will later, and I'm going to bring up that ad. And let me go. I'm on my other monitor. Let me just copy it. So I'm going to copy. In fact, I'll bring it over here so I can show you. Because this is exactly what you can do. And you can just do it off on your own. I'm going to click copy the text. All right. And then the editor here, I can just paste it in. And then I can just change where it says Rockland to whatever I want. I can change the 1 to 6 months to whatever I want. And so there's my ad copy for the image. All right. So if you can see the image right there. In fact, let me get rid of the comments because it's kind of blocking the image a little bit. 1 second. I'll bring it back up later. So here's the image. And in that white banner, if you can read it, it says cash offer versus 100+ point marketing plan. To edit that, or you can add a video, you can add a custom image from Canva or whatever you want. Click change template. And below that main image, there's all these other templates. All right, so I have a lot of different to choose from. I like the one with the image on there's 4 images with the main one on top. And there's also an edit icon in the top left. Normally don't need to mess with it, but if we're wanting to fine tune our ads to be a little bit more congruent between the ad copy, the image copy, and the lead form, it's not a bad idea to do this. So it says cash offer right here. There's a little edit thing in the lower left of this. I can change the images, right? All of that. But if I click where it says edit text, I can edit the copy that's in here. Boom. Are you saying a cash offer will be? No. That's just a way to get them to raise their hand. So you know what? Thank you for bringing that up. Normally I'll bring it up, but no. So yeah, you'll need to have a platform or an ability to give the cash offer, and it can be as simple as just go to Open Door. All right, as an agent, I haven't done this before, but I know people that have. But go to Open Door. Oh my God, there's maybe a few others as well, where you can actually submit a home on behalf of a homeowner. Some companies have a cash offer service within their company. So some brokerages actually have a facility within their company to make cash offers. But again, you could go to Open Door. What I would recommend for all of you is establish relationships with local investors. Find local cash buyers. There's all sorts of investor groups all over the place. So I would find a couple of local cash buyers, or get to know them, because now you can kind of start learning the investor world. And that's what I would do. Yeah. So Tia says, yeah, we do a KW. Just the thought I would check. Yeah, exactly. And you know what? Your broker, right? I mean, a lot of brokers, they've got either people they know. So talk to your broker, say, hey, I'm going to do some cash offers, knowing that 90% are not going to take the cash offers because it's going to be too low. But for the ones that actually want a cash offer and accept it, again, you're talking to your broker. Do you know of any good websites for this, or any good people that I should talk to or meet? Because if they are able, if and when they are able to make a cash offer and get it accepted, okay, you'll be in the mix. You'll get a referral fee from that. And then maybe you can start learning the investing world, the flipping world, the whatever, right? Learn that side of the business as well. I think that would be amazing. But again, like for example, what Tia said, some of your brokerages will have relationships where you can just submit the cash offer on behalf of the homeowner. So yeah, thank you, Tia. That's a great question. Thank you for asking it. So far what we've done is we've customized the text, we've customized the image a little bit, and then the last third thing we're going to do is click advanced options. I know it can be scary to go under advanced options. It's not, it's easy. Just click it and you notice everything kind of opened up. Boom. And there's this button, create new form. That's all we're going to do. It's super easy. And then we're going to edit the questions right there, form questions. So when we open it up, the defaults are great. I mean, the defaults are good to go. What's your time frame to sell? That's a default, but I'm going to turn it off for this purpose, for what we're doing here with cash offers. And look at all these great questions. So get your home's value and instant cash offers. I'm going to turn that one on. Would you sell in the next 1 to 3 months if you got the right price? That's default normally, but I'm going to turn it off for this one. And I'm going to scroll down, and there's 2 more. See how my 100-point home marketing plan works for your home. And I could do what's your magic number, but I think I'm going to go with see how AI can help you sell for top dollar. And then I can even drag and drop to rearrange the order. Don't do more than 3. So when you come back up here to check the lead form, if you've got 4, your cost per lead is going to just skyrocket. 3 is kind of a magic number as far as this is concerned. I've tested with 1 question, 2 questions, and 3 questions. Never had any, I was surprised, to be honest with you. I never had any drop off in the average cost per lead. But when I went to 4, it just like doubled. All right. And now you can see when people click my ad before, right? And I can see here 1, 2, 3, 4. Right before name, email, and phone number is going to be those 3 questions. Get your home value and instant cash offer. See how my 100-point home marketing plan works for your home. See how AI can help you sell faster for top dollar. So what is this doing, right? We are using the cash offer, A, to get more people to raise their hand. B, to help our engagement and lead conversion. 3, to help move the conversation along to actually doing something with them, i.e. going out, getting a cash offer for them, and then hopefully they'll say yes to one of these other 2 things, and it will give us even more opportunity to engage them. Does that make sense? And this is phenomenal. Now, don't go out offering to give them a cash offer option if you don't have the ability to, perform. But again, talk to your broker, go to opendoor.com, go to, what is it? OfferPad. I think they as well have an opportunity for you as an agent to submit offers on behalf of a homeowner. Okay. Let's go now. Let's turn our attention to landing pages. And here, so you've got by default an iBuyer landing page. It's going to be in the top row. So go to landing pages in your listings to leads account. On the top row, there's free home values, number one. Down payment assistance is the second one. Then we got the new construction. And then the fourth one to the far right is iBuyer. I'm going to click the green marketing tools. And I'm going to click right up here, view, right next to where it says iBuyer. And so here's the default. But I'm not sure if it's default because it's completely customizable. I can edit the image, the video, the text, the button color, everything, right? All these options, all of this is completely editable. And if you've got a cash offer landing page, like a separate one, you may have one that you've been using for a while. You could still use our platform. I'm just going to show you real briefly. And then if you got questions on it, again, get to the mastermind group. But if you go to domain or edit domain, you can use domain forwarding and put your website right there. And that way the e-flyer, the ads, the social media posts and everything, you can still use them from listings to leads. But now instead of using our landing page, they will use yours, which is, again, I just want you to do the best. If you use our landing pages, phenomenal. But for example, I had another client, great, it's a team account, one of the top agents in the country, and he just had his own landing page. He had everything set up with that landing page for cash offers. And he uses his landing page, but he's using our Google platform, our Facebook ads, right? All the other tools in listings to leads to promote that landing page. So any more questions on that later, get with me. Also, let me bring up, so I've got a Facebook ad. And if you want to screenshot this, you can. Or again, get into the mastermind group and ask me for it later. But this right here, and this is the image for that ad. I just happened to be in a Facebook group. And someone asked a question. They said, what ads are working really good right now to get listings? And this agent came in and she put a screenshot from her listings to leads account. She goes, "Oh, we're doing great with this ad right here." And I recognized it as being from listings to leads. So I was like, oh my God. And so I looked it up and doing really well with it. And so it says, get a full market cash offer without listing your home. Most homeowners who want a cash offer are only getting low ball blind investor bids, right? Not based on true market value. Sellers often leave money on the table. I can help homeowners get a full market cash offer without listing repairs or showings. And he says, I'm a licensed realtor, not a wholesaler, and every offer is backed by a full comparative market analysis. All right, no listings, no repairs, close in 21 to 30 days. All right, boom, bada bing. Here's the image he's using. So when he says full market cash offer, I'm not sure exactly kind of what's the catch. Some of you may know. If you do, let me know. I'm kind of curious about that. But I think some of the things that really work here on this is, all right, talking about low ball blind investor bids. The idea of leaving too much money on the table. The idea of listing repairs, showings is attractive to some people. Mentioning that he's a local licensed realtor, right? And to close in 21 to 30 days. So now we've got text, and this works great for people as well, right? We'll buy your house for cash fast. Now, of course, I'm going to take that and I could say in Northern California, or I could say Folsom, or I could say El Dorado County, whatever. Whether you're facing financial challenges, relocating, downsizing, or need to sell your home quickly, let's get a fast cash offer today and sell your home in no time. Click to get a free and fair offer for your home immediately. I've seen a lot of people use this text and do pretty well with it. So you don't need to really change anything. Although just make sure it's got your location up here. I think I was messing around with mine. Sometimes mine, it's mostly default, but sometimes I get in there and I kind of mess with it. Again, for the image, you can use video. I tell you, these are the kind of ads that do really, really well with video. So I'll show you an idea of how to do video, and I could upload a custom image. So if I get an image in from Canva or whatever, I can upload that here. This would also be great for you to do a video. Do like, the best kind of videos are essentially TikTok videos, but geared for the use case here. And I want to go to my files. There we go. I was in the media library. So I'm just going to take this image. So this is just a video, right? Kind of, in front of a property. And I believe we got a script, a video script that you could use. But I just want to show you the idea of doing video. Why is doing video great? Because it allows people to get comfortable with you, right? When you're using an image, no, that's great. There's a lot. I mean, it's awesome, but it's also great to mix in some videos with actually you talking. And you could be at a desk, like I could be here talking, like, hey, get a cash offer for your home. But being in front of a property, get a little lapel mic, right? Or kind of do the one where you're kind of just holding it. That's kind of popular. Get an assistant, hold your phone or do a tripod, whatever you want to do, and just do a short little video. And you could use that. That's great. That would be great as well. Now, again, just like before, the only difference in the ads is I got to type in the location. All right. With the listing, we know the city and state. So that's what we default to. For this, we don't know. So you're going to put in Folsom, California or whatever. Just like before, for seller leads, you really want to be. Now, here's a beautiful thing. And I should have mentioned this earlier. Pending and just sold, pending seller leads come in at about $8 to $10 a lead, which is phenomenal. Just sold, either as a listing or a selling agent, come in between 8 to 10 for pending, 10 to 12 for just sold. All right, which are phenomenal. For this right here, you're going to be looking at more like 15 to 20 bucks a lead. So it's going to be, and that's why I like to start off with talking about leveraging pending and sold. Hey, in fact, I'll share something with you in a minute. If you have just like, maybe you've never made a sale in your life, I'll give you something that you can kind of emulate for that. But regardless, okay. So we buy houses for cash fashion in California, yada, yada, yada. And you can always retarget, you can go to a custom audience, but I want to make sure I got those questions. Now it's going to go to the landing page. This ad is going to go to this landing page, which is phenomenal, right? And hopefully at least get their address right there. But I still want that lead form to be of service to me and helping convert them. So check this out. Retarget current leads. All right, whatever. I'm going to turn that off. I mean, you can obviously retarget, but for this ad, I just want all the homeowners in my area to see it. I'm going to go to advanced options, just like before. Create new form, just like before. And just like before, form questions. And I got name, email, and phone number. I'm going to turn off what's your time frame to sell. I'm going to select the cash offer question right here. I'm going to turn off, would you sell in the next 1 to 3 months? Because I figure if they're going to all get a cash offer, they're thinking about selling in the next 1 to 3 months. That's a little bit overkill. But I'm going to come down here and I'm going to select again, 100-point home marketing plan. And just, don't just do what I do, but I love these 2 questions. See how AI can help you sell faster for top dollar. See how my 100-point home marketing plan works for your home. And again, I can rearrange the order if I want to. I always want to make the first question either the one most relevant to the ad or the one that I think is most likely to get a yes to. So, for example, if it was new construction, one of the questions on the buyer for new constructions is get a list of buyer incentives or get a list of new home builder incentives, something like that. That's a phenomenal question, and I want it to be the first because everyone that clicks a new construction ad is going to say yes to that question. And again, now my follow-up is going to be right in that one. Hey, Don, I saw that you looked at my new construction. You want to get a list of all the price incentives. Which new constructions in particular are you thinking of, or which area, so I can make sure to get you the best list, right? So again, matching the follow-up to the answers in the lead form. It makes all the difference. So anyways, once I got my 3 questions, I like to pop up here and just make sure it looks good. Just hit create form and close advanced options. Just close it. I don't need it anymore and hit create ad. I'm done. What's the conversion rate you're seeing on the leads? Well, I mean, that's all over the map. It depends on your follow-up. It depends on the ad type. But for these, if I had to guess, just kind of, surveying some of the people I know, maybe like 5%, maybe 5 to 10%. Yeah. Because especially in the cash offer, right? Because that's more of a action. If somebody says, yeah, I'm interested in getting a cash offer, they got in their mind, oh, I wonder what my cash offer is going to be, yada, yada, yada. You're going to follow up. You're going to be a professional. You're going to, now here's the thing. You cannot ask for, you cannot ask for an address in the Facebook lead form. So that ad, when they click through that ad, they're going to land on this landing page. And so the whole idea is that hopefully they'll put their address in there. When they do, it'll actually update the lead record in listings to leads. If you're sending your leads to your CRM, it should update the lead records there as well. So now you're going to know, Scott Pierce, said yes to cash offer, said yes to 100-point home marketing plan, said yes to how can AI help me sell my home for top dollar. You got my name, you got my email, you got my phone number. And then after I click through and I land on this, right? If I enter my address, well, now you're going to get also my home address. So you'll know everything you need to know. Sometimes people won't do that though. Sometimes they'll just click through and then just kind of go, And that's fair. Whatever. You got their name, you got their email, you got their phone number, you got the answers to those questions. So you got more than enough for follow-up. All right. So, if it doesn't work out where they give you every single thing, so be it. And why isn't my Google ad account connected? Let me just go through this real quickly and see. You can see how easy it is to connect this stuff. I'm not sure why I got disconnected, but boom. Okay, there we go. Let me go back to the iBuyer marketing tools and Google Ads. Let's see if we're good to go. Okay, perfect. Okay. So Google Ads are awesome as well. Had a client, again, another team running ads with our Google. He was only spending $15 a day, and he was running to like 2 counties, a couple of different counties, $15 a day, and it was getting listings. So phenomenal, right? Getting listings, getting leads from it. All you have to do is so easy. Just drop Folsom, California. Everything is already dialed in. He also was actually using his landing page, which is fair. So right here it says links, custom link, and he just put his landing page, right? Because again, as well, he had a pretty involved cash offer program that he'd been doing for a long time. And so he just had all the, autoresponders and everything already done, from a few years ago. So it was like, okay, great. Your landing page is fine, but I've already got everything set up on this one. Okay. And I don't want to recreate everything and have, all of that. So he was like, well, can I use my own link? I'm like, dude, yeah. I was like, for the Google here, he just dropped in his link right there. And now the ads, when the Google ads just drop on his landing page directly, right? Very, very cool. And he was only doing $15 a day for the budget, which kind of shocked me a little bit, to be honest with you. I was like, damn. No, he's not getting a lead every single day. I think his cost per lead was still like between 20 and $30. So he was getting a lead like every other day on average. Yeah. You got all your advanced. Now there's no lead form for Google, right? So, and you don't need to get in here and do, he didn't touch any of this. He had everything here, but it just says default. But I just show you because if you're a little bit more experienced, you can get in here and mess with that. All right, and hit create ad. And our Google ads are phenomenal. Because they're so darn easy. We take out, we got all the best practices, but at the same time, there's a lot of people that kind of coach or train on Google ads, and some will have a different way of doing something versus somebody else. They always, oh yes, I A/B tested, right? They always say, oh, I A/B tested to perfection. All it means is they finally got something acceptable and they're running with it. Okay. Because you can't have 6 different people saying they're all the best. But what I can tell you is you can pretty much do whatever you want, and you get the simplicity. Because if you've ever gone into Google and trying to run an ad, it's worse than Facebook. Like when you go to the Facebook ads manager, that is ridiculous. All right. That's absolutely ridiculous. And Google's kind of the same thing. It's a little bit, it's a little nasty. All right, let's keep going. We got 13 more minutes and we should be pretty good because we got all these other things that you should be doing as well. Okay, so social media posts. I would, and again, I can change the image all day long. I would post this out to my social media every couple of months. Every month. Like every month I would come in here and I would repost this. Now, I said something earlier about like I'm a brand new agent. I don't have any pendings. I don't have any just solds. And for all of you who are a little bit more experienced, even check out this social media post right up here. We'll buy your house fast for cash. I mean, that's fine, but I'm going to say, get a no obligation cash offer for your Folsom home. Over 1 million people sold their home with all cash offers in 2025. See what yours could be for free. Yeah, that might be it right there. All right, that would be a great one. In fact, I'm going to post that right now. I like that one. Bink. That way I've got a record of it. But I want to do one more thing here real quickly. Let me know any questions so far and anything we've talked about. So to kind of emulate the idea of a pending or a sold, check this out. I could say, for example, I could go to the MLS and look up and say, oh, wow, there are 23 homes are now pending sale in Folsom. Or I could say 136 homes sold in January 2026. The highest price home to sell was $895,000. Right, and that's good for the home value stuff as well. And then go into and over 1 million people across the country sold their home for all cash. All right. And then kind of keep going the way I was talking about earlier. So the idea of using like a little stat for your area, right? Again, the stat being, 23 homes are currently pending in Folsom, because then what does that do is it gets the attention of the homeowner that's possibly thinking about selling, or 123 homes have sold in Folsom in the last 30 days. The highest price home to sell was $1.3 million. Uh, and so that kind of got their attention. And then you've got and over 1 million people across the country sold their home for all cash in 2025. Right now they're like, oh, all right, boom. And then make your offer. Make sense? So there's a lot of different ways you can do this. I can upload a custom image again. So for that one, maybe I want to do one more of like a regular kind of home in my area. All right. So maybe grab an image of a home. Maybe I've got a current listing, or just go to one of the things I do on ChatGPT a lot, or Gemini with Nano Banana, is and this is a tip for all of you. All right. This is a tip for all of you, is get an image of a property in your area. All right. It could be who's ever. Go by and take a photo, go online and grab a photo. And that will be your reference base photo. Upload it into ChatGPT, upload it into Gemini, whatever you want, and just say something to the effect of, this is a photo of a home in my area, and I want to use it as just a reference. Please change the landscaping, the color of the home, make the two-door garage a one-door garage, change the roof line, change the trees in the backyard, but keep it appropriate for my local area in Folsom, California. Does that make sense for everybody? And then that way, what you've got is a unique home image. And I do this all the time. I do this all the time, because it gives you a unique home image. Oh, and say ultra photorealistic. So make it, give me an ultra photorealistic, yada yada yada, right? Because then sometimes I'll even do, make it of the $700,000 home, right, or $800,000 home, because I want to be a little bit aspirational. I don't want it to give me a 2-1 with a carport. So you can direct it a little bit. Does that make sense for everybody? And so those are phenomenal ways to get images of homes. But if you got a home that you sold that you want to use, you can do that as well. All right. So far, so good. And yep. All right, good. Short form video scripts. I mentioned this earlier. This is something you could do a video like this with a script every week on TikTok, on Instagram, on YouTube Shorts. Every week you could come in and, for example, in the last 7 days, we've had 14 home sales, and there are currently 6 homes that are pending. If you're thinking about selling and you want to get a quick cash offer, go ahead and DM or comment below. And I can also give you a copy of our 100 plus point home marketing plan. You can do that video every single week, right? It's free. You're going to get better at it. You're going to get more comfortable with it. If you're new to doing those kind of videos, no one's going to see it in the beginning. I would try to get out into a home, or like while I'm touring a home, I'm on an inspection, I'm on a showing, I'm on a broker's open, right? Get my partner or get somebody, or just do it myself if I have to, and just record that video, a version of it, and do almost like an update with the cash offer option. Yes, give me a yes or a no if that made sense. All right, come on, people. Let me know. What I'm saying making sense? The Facebook ads are awesome, right? Google ads are awesome. Doing the social media post is awesome. So all of this is amazing. All right, good. All right, next up, an e-flyer for your database. Again, this is something they're all the same thing. All right, so you can pick. I want mostly just the text one. Do I want one with this image or whatever? I'm going to click on the edit icon, and I'm going to go to send now. Wait, hold on a second. I think I messed up on that. Give me 1 second. Because I want to go. I guess I'm in the editor. All right. So I can edit the email. I can send a test email to myself. And again, that's like 3 or 4 different versions. And again, let me show you how to change that image, because as I mentioned, everything is editable here. But let me bring up that email first. Hold on a second. Let me go to my other monitor. Let me go to my Gmail and send test email. Boom. Here's that email I just forwarded to myself. This is something I would send out to my database every month. Right? I click on the image and the landing page, boom, came up automatically. Absolutely perfect. Now, oh my gosh. Before I get to those other tools, and we'll be done here in just a few minutes, I'm going to click edit. Let me just show you real quickly. Change the background, change the image. That'll change the email. That'll change the social media post. And again, that can be a custom image. That can be one of our other image options that we've got for you. So if I wanted, if I click load more, right, there's more. I'm going to pick that one. Insert. All right, now I got that one. Now, if I want to upload something completely custom, I can upload something completely custom. And then that way, that image will be what shows up on social media, what shows up everywhere else. So, and again, I can edit all of this stuff right here. I got the lead form. I got the reasons why you might want to have a cash offer. I got the autoresponder, the domains, preferences will be your tags and all of that kind of stuff. All right. So just real quickly there. And so database script, I would call through my database. All right. I would call some of the people in my database. Hey, I'm reaching out because I just sent an email about my new cash offer programs available. They can get a cash offer in little as 24 hours. There are pros and cons to a cash offer, but for those that need one, it can be very, very valuable. And I just want to make sure that you knew that I can be a resource for you if you or anybody else that may need something like that. All right. And then what are you going to do? Notice right here, seller version 1, seller version 2. Right? Hey, by the way, I'm going to be putting some detailed home equity reports available for some of my VIPs later this week. Quite a bit more accurate than what you can get at Zillow or some of these other services. Would dawn@gmail.com be the best email to send yours to when it's ready? So I'm calling about, hey, I send an email calling just to let you know, right, that this is a service. If you or anybody else, and you might also just mention while you're at it, cash offer programs or my 100 plus point home marketing plan that's benchmarked against top agents and listings across the country. So you're kind of giving them, just like we talked about in the ad or the social media post, we're offering both a cash offer and the 100 plus point home marketing plan so that you can make the best decision possible. Clear? Because people love options. And you're not selling anything. You're giving them options. They're going to be impressed because especially I think if you not compare and contrast, make the offer for both the cash offer and my 100 plus point home marketing plan. Because if you just do the cash offer only, it could maybe come across like, oh, you're just trying to take advantage of people, right? Oh yeah, I know, all you cash offer people. So if I say, I send out an email, with cash offer options for people that may need it for, different things that are going on in their life. And I've also got a 100 plus point home marketing plan that's benchmarked against top agents across the country that can help you get even more money for your home. And so I just want to make sure that you know about these options if you're thinking about selling your home in 2026. And oh, by the way, I'm putting together some detailed home equity reports for my clients this week. Is dawn@gmail the best email to send that to when it's ready? Beautiful. It's awesome. All right. We'll be done in 2 minutes. We got a print flyer. So again, I can print that if I want to take that to an open house. That could be kind of cool. I was telling people, go to Starbucks and get a table and like spread out on a table and have that printed and just kind of leave it laying on top like this right here, and just let that just kind of sit there, and let somebody kind of walk by. Let people walk by and see that. All right, postcard, door hangers. These can be awesome. If you got a postcard campaign, consider adding this to it. You can do, like, for example, if you're doing mailbox power, or if you're doing thanks IO, you could do dynamic QR codes, dynamic images of the property, so that every address, when I send this out in a campaign, it's actually got the image of the home that the postcard is going to, and a QR code that is specific to that property, so that if the homeowner were to scan that QR code, I'll get a notification from the postcard company letting me know, oh, Scott just scanned my QR code, even if I don't fill out the landing page. Farm and circle prospecting scripts, got a QR code if you want to use that somewhere else. And we've even got embed code. I could take the embed code, drop it on my main website, and have a cash offer option on my website. In fact, this guy right here, probably not going to be able to find it, but I got it up somewhere. Maybe I'll show a little bit later. All right, real quickly, any questions here? The last thing I'm going to show you, and we cover this more in not this specific one, but real quickly, I put in a link to our post-webinar survey. I really need you all to click on that, fill it out, let me know if I'm giving you, all right, actionable content and explaining things properly for you to take and grow your business with listings to leads. All right. I'm not here just to hear myself talk. All right. I'm not here for whatever other reason than to try to help you grow your business. Now, we covered a lot. This is not going to be something you're going to be able to remember all of this. It is being recorded. But hopefully by the end of this call, you're better off than you were before the call. And now you've at least got the awareness of what you can do, even if you've got to go into the mastermind group or go to support, ask them where something was, or you may rewatch this video later, and then you can pause, rewind, or whatever, or skip to the part that you want. All right, lastly, just real quickly, and we do videos on this every couple of weeks as well, on how to market PDF guides. And I just want to point out that there is a PDF guide for cash offers, and it has all the same tools. It has ads, social media posts, e-flyers. If I just type in cash, should you sell your home fast for cash? Click on marketing tools, the e-flyer. And again, this is something you could add this e-flyer to your CRM, to your email follow-up in Follow Boss and Bold Trail and Lofty. People take these, they just copy and paste them right into Lofty, for example. And what's beautiful is when they click the image or the link, it actually downloads the PDF guide automatically, and I get notified. So these are, this is another email that can be used to your database. Again, we got Facebook ads, change the image, use a video, so on and so forth. Google, social media posts. And again, the social media posts, that's something I would come in here once a month and do. I customized the image previously, and I showed you how to do that. You can, again, customize the text like I talked about before to make it a little bit more of like a update and, see what a cash offer might look like for your home. We've got another short form video script. We've got print flyers for this guide. So the other one is linking everybody to the landing page. This one is going to offer them a guide on the pros and cons. So it's a completely different animal altogether, but it's the same idea. So that guide is phenomenal as well. Okay, I am done. Any last minute questions before we all go have an amazing weekend? Are we good? Again, if you have a chance, I would love to have you click on that link for the post webinar survey. And Dawn and Tia, is that right? Am I pronounced? Like I said, I've seen your name for like a decade. So I apologize if I'm after 10 years still butchering your name. I apologize. All right. Are we good? All right. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. As always, appreciate your time. And if you got anything, by all means, get with me in the mastermind group is the best way to get a hold of me. And with that, be good and talk to you soon. Bye-bye.